The film opens by showing a group of masked people in a deserted area. They are taking photos of a dead girl, and the letter K is written on her face. In reality, this is a masked group that targets specific girls. They choose girls who are innocent and come from wealthy families. No matter what their real names are, they label every victim as Kristy. For them, the name is linked to being a follower of Christ, and they believe they are fighting against God, which is why they target such girls. Everything they do is recorded, and these recordings are secretly watched by many unknown people. This disturbing game has been going on for a long time. The scene then shifts to a college campus where we meet a student named Justine with her boyfriend, Aaron. Because of the Thanksgiving break, everyone is leaving to go home, but Justine can't afford a plane ticket due to her weak financial situation, so she is forced to stay on campus. Justine doesn't want Aaron to leave, but he has to go be with his family. We also learn that Justine is a smart and hardworking student. She is good at swimming and works part-time to earn extra money. Later, when she goes to do laundry in the evening, the lights start flickering, but it turns out to be just a technical issue. At first, Justine's friend, Nicole, was supposed to stay with her, which made her feel better. However, Justine later finds out that Nicole's father has arrived and is taking the whole family on a Thanksgiving trip to Aspen. Nicole can't miss it. She even offers to arrange a ticket for Justine, but Justine politely refuses, understanding how important it is to be with family. After Nicole leaves, the campus becomes almost empty. Only a few security guards, a groundskeeper, and Justine remain. Still, Justine doesn't feel lonely or bored. She enjoys her time alone, and Nicole even leaves her expensive car behind in case Justine needs to go out. In the evening, Justine needs a few things, so she goes out after informing the security guard, Wayne, and asks if he needs anything. Wayne asks her to bring some food. The gatekeeper tells her the gate will close in an hour, but Justine says she'll be back within 20 minutes. She drives to a nearby gas station store where she notices a strange woman in a hoodie. The woman first throws magazines on the floor, then approaches Justine and talks to her, even praising her expensive car, though Justine doesn't say it isn't hers. At the counter, the woman, Violet, asks for a discount on sunglasses. When the cashier refuses, Justine tries to help, but Violet reacts rudely, which bothers her. Outside, Justine sees Violet sitting in a car with a few other people. Before leaving, Violet says something unsettling, making it clear to the audience that they are part of the same group that targets girls called Kristy. Violet has now marked Justine as their next target, though Justine doesn't realize this yet. Still, their behavior scares her. While driving back, Violet and her companions briefly chase Justine's car, clearly trying to frighten her. Panicked, Justine reaches the campus and tells Wayne that some people tried to scare her, but then left. Wayne reassures her and tells her not to worry. Shaken, Justine calls her boyfriend Aaron and tells him everything. Aaron feels uneasy knowing she's alone on campus and offers to come back, but Justine calms him, says she's fine, and encourages him to stay with his family. After this, Justine falls asleep as heavy rain begins, while security guard Wayne grows uneasy and stays alert. When Justine wakes up, she feels something is wrong. She sees no one around, but in her room, she finds a disturbing video playing on her laptop. She closes it and realizes the internet is no longer working. During the rain, Justine spots Wayne outside and calls out, but he can't hear her. She now knows something is seriously wrong. As she tries to reconnect her laptop, the letter K appears on the screen, showing the group has hacked her laptop too. Suddenly, the door slowly opens and Violet enters, holding a paper cutter. She looks at the photos, makes strange comments, and knocks a framed picture to the floor. Terrified, Justine tries to escape, but the exit is locked from the inside. She also notices another masked person nearby. When Justine tries to call for help, one of Violet's companions cuts the power, and the building goes dark. At the same time, Wayne tries to enter the building, but the group has locked the door. Justine can't reach him, and moments later, another masked person appears from behind and attacks Wayne right in front of her, which is deeply unsettling. Justine is hiding when one of Violet's companions writes the letter K on the wall. Justine tries to escape, but Violet grabs her and calls her Kristy. Justine says her name is Justine, but Violet insists she is Kristy. This is when the hunt begins. Violet also starts recording as Justine manages to break free and run. Violet and her companions chase her. Justine breaks a window and escapes outside, but another cult member is already there, forcing her back inside. The power has been cut, so the building is completely dark. Justine hides in the kitchen while Violet and her group search for her. Justine stays quiet, knowing even a small sound could expose her. Before they find her, she slowly slips away. This time, she deliberately makes noise with kitchen utensils to distract them. She runs to the parking area where the guard's car is parked. As soon as she opens the door, the guard's body falls out. Justine is shaken, realizing how close she is to death. She tries to call for help, but the phone lines have already been cut. At that moment, Violet appears again. Justine panics and runs to the groundskeeper Scott's house where he lives with his dog. Seeing her condition, Scott immediately lets her inside. Crying, Justine tells him that everyone has been killed. Scott tries to calm her, but Justine is still terrified and urges him to call for help, asking if he has a cell phone. But they don't get the chance, because Scott senses that someone is outside. He takes his shotgun and steps out, firing a warning shot to scare them. Because of the mist, he can't see anyone clearly. Justine stays hidden inside. Suddenly, Scott's dog runs outside. Violet's companions take the dog's life and throw its collar back toward Scott. Seeing this completely breaks him. He rushes back inside, filled with rage. Scott wants revenge. When he spots one of the cult members, he tries to go outside again, but he is captured. Justine sees this happen. She calls out to Scott, but it's useless. When Justine looks outside, she witnesses the group hanging Scott and taking his life right in front of her. Terrified, she runs again. This time, she manages to call the police. A female officer answers, and Justine explains everything. The officer tells her to hide in the library and wait until help arrives. But then, the woman on the phone starts calling her Kristy again and again. That's when Justine realizes the call never reached the police. It was Violet all along who has hacked the network. They even send Justine all the footage they recorded. At that moment, Justine sees Violet standing in front of her. Panicking, she runs again as Violet and her companions chase her while recording. Justine hides behind a rack inside the library. One man comes extremely close to her. Thinking quickly, Justine sets an alarm on Scott's phone and throws it a short distance away. When the alarm starts ringing, the group gets distracted, giving Justine the chance to escape. Justine keeps running and reaches the rooftop, where there is no way out. She turns back, but unfortunately, the group follows her there as well. Justine asks why they are doing this to her. Violet replies that Justine is beautiful and has a beautiful car, meaning she is rich. Justine doesn't understand any of it. Now she has only two choices, either be caught by them or jump from the roof. Without thinking further, Justine jumps. Luckily, the tree branches reduce the impact, and she survives. One of her legs is injured, but she is alive. She doesn't stop and keeps running. Soon, she sees Aaron's car. He has returned to the campus for her. Justine calls out to him, but he doesn't hear her. Aaron stops the car after seeing a girl ahead of him and follows her, not knowing she is actually Violet. Justine runs toward him, shouting for him to stop and telling him they need to leave immediately. Violet starts recording again. Suddenly, one of the cult members appears and attacks Aaron with a knife. Seeing this, Justine is completely shattered. Pain, fear, and anger all show on her face at once. After witnessing the loss of the person she loves, Justine runs again. This time, along with survival, a sense of revenge also takes over. She rushes to Aaron's car, gets inside, and tries to escape. One of the cult members jumps onto the car and starts trying to break the window. Justine drives at full speed, rage in her eyes. The car crashes into a wall, and the attacker is thrown off, ending the threat. Justine tries to restart the car, but it is badly damaged and won't start. Justine runs back inside the campus as Violet watches, furious that Justine has killed one of her men. Justine reaches the swimming area. Hearing footsteps, she hides underwater. Being a strong swimmer, she holds her breath for a long time, and the man starts to leave. This time, Justine makes a noise on purpose because she wants revenge. When the man looks into the pool, she attacks him from behind with her keys, disorienting him, then drags him into the water. He dies, meaning Justine has now taken the lives of two of Violet's companions. Justine prepares herself fully and reinforces a baseball bat with nails. She stays in the area. When a third man arrives, he sees his companion's body in the pool and panics. He takes a photo and sends it to Violet. Hearing a sound from the bathrooms, he realizes Justine is nearby and starts checking each one. When he pulls back a curtain, he only finds an audio device, which distracts him. At that moment, Justine attacks from behind and strikes his head, taking his life. She removes his mask and sees he is a young man, which briefly affects her. After steadying herself, Justine picks up his phone. A message asks if Kristy has been killed. She replies yes. Violet then tells her to upload the video. On the phone, Justine sees all the videos uploaded to their website, showing how many innocent girls they took the lives of. This deeply upsets her and hardens her resolve to take Violet's life. Thinking carefully, Justine mixes chemicals to create a combustible powder and liquid. Wearing the dead man's clothes, she approaches Violet, who mistakes her for a companion. As Justine gets close, she throws the powder on Violet. Violet storms outside in anger, then realizes it's Justine. There is no fear left in Justine's eyes. When Violet asks what it is, Justine replies, "Unforeseen outcome." They are all dead. Violet tries to attack Justine with her cutter, but Justine throws the liquid on her. Violet's clothes catch fire, and she burns while screaming. She collapses there and dies. After this, Justine uploads Violet's video and says that the hunt is over and they have lost. Later, through a news report, we learn that Justine has handed over all the information and evidence to the police. It is revealed that this was not just one gang, but a cult that was spread across the entire world.